Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today, we're going to be going over what I believe to be the best budget bossing build in the game, or the easiest bossing build to obtain, completely free to play, no ultimate descendants required at all. More specifically, how to obtain the character, how to go about building it, going into detail on the reactor, components, and the modules to keep a lookout for, as well as some tech skill and rotational guides as well. Before we get into it, remember to like the video if it helped you in any way. It means so much when you guys do. It tells me what I'm doing, if it's right or wrong, so I appreciate it. Comment any feedback you guys have. It is always massively appreciated. Subscribe if you feel that I've earned it today. If not, next time I will. So keep a lookout on the channel. Also, remember, I am live on Twitch and YouTube every single day. So guys, please stop by, say hello. I seriously enjoy talking to every single person that comes by, and we always have a really good time. Let's get into the budget bosser. Remember to use timestamps and chapters to your heart's content, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go without further ado. Starting off with the Descendant of choice, Lepic. I'm going to showcase a quick clip to show you guys what I mean as far as killing bosses. I know it's just hard mode Devourer, guys, but this build can significantly speed up your kills on other bosses as well. I want to say before we get into it fully, the build I am using has 1 energy activator and 2 catalysts total, and that is it. You will see that with the screenshots I provide throughout the video. I want to point out, if you did not pick Lepic as your starter, I 100% recommend you to farm Ultimate Lepic over regular Lepic, as the Ultimate Lepic is just barely harder to obtain than regular Lepic, and it gives you the option for the Firearm Master Transcendent mod, which makes this build even crazier. Honestly, it's kind of insane what that does, but you absolutely do not need Ultimate Lepic for this. I want to point that out as well. You absolutely do not need Ultimate Lepic for this, guys. And let's discuss Lepic's key bossing ability quickly before jumping into the Descendant modules. So, Overkill. Equips a unique weapon. While the unique weapon is equipped, MP is continuously consumed. When MP runs out, the weapon is unequipped. The rest of it is basically just a dot or damage over time. So, what these budget Descendant modules are going to aim to accomplish is extend the duration of this unique weapon so we can get as many shots in as possible, as well as maximizing our crit damage and our crit hit chance so that we hit for an absolute boatload of damage as well. So due to these facts, you can see we have skill extension for the duration, front lines and emergency measures for the crit hit chance and damage, followed by skill insight and skill concentration for even more crit hit chance and damage. And then lastly, tech and fire specialist for the absolute largest damage modifiers we can have for the cheapest cost. And you can absolutely change these guys to the focus on mods for their respective category. I just wanted to showcase the most damage possible. It's about 8% more damage. But having that little bit of skill cooldown is definitely going to help with the bosses that do not get insta-gibbed by this build. So keep that in mind too. If you didn't know, weapon modules actually matter quite a bit. We're going to jump into those now. So we're going to follow 2 important rules, or 2 modules here, and as you can see on screen, this part is very important, guys. You can see I'm using Thunder Cage with 2, yes, that's right, only 2 modules affect your Lepic unique weapon, and it's just fire rate. More importantly, very importantly, Sharp Precision Shot will increase your fire rate by a total of 40% after you get it stacking, but only a net gain of 20% due to the negative 20% on it at the beginning of the ramp up period. But the basic fire rate mod gives you a nice 25%, so that's a nice boost there. Let's look at the reactor next. This is actually quite important as well. All this is important. This week it is farmable from the anticipated ambush point farm located in the sterile lands. We want a fire and tech reactor with the mounted weapon of your choice. In this case, again, I am using the Thunder Cage. The roles that we really want, there's a few to choose from that will net you some pretty good results and very similar results, but I believe that crit hit chance and damage are the way to go. But I'm going to kind of put up the best in slot priority stat or the best in slot priority up on screen now. It's as follows: crit hit chance over crit hit damage over fire boost, which is equal to tech boost, and then skill duration up is a good one as well. If you're bossing, simply put, it's just crit hit chance plus Colossus damage, guys. It is a no-brainer with the Colossus damage, and you want to be critting as much as possible. But let us cap the build off with some of the components, and I can kind of explain why I go for each stat and what I would change. So starting with Ox Power, you want main stat, defense or HP, followed by at least 1 or 2 of the rolls to be max HP. Past that, you really want MP recovery out of combat for the best possible roll for this build. But next up, let's just go to the sensor. This one is by far the most important due to some of the rolls that it can have on it. Again, main stat, defense or HP, whatever you prefer. But you are looking for the god roll of max MP and MP recovery in combat. This is so good for so many Descendants, but for Lepic, this is an absolute must-have. This allows us to get off an insane amount of shots with unique weapon. And next up for the memory, we're going to want, again, def or HP, defense and HP for the main role. We're looking for the secondary roles to be defense and the MP recovery mod for the god role. Again, you know, defense, obviously, if you can get it, which you can get it on the memory, and then MP recovery, just naturally, we want a lot of MP recovery if we can't kill the boss too quick, guys. And then lastly, the processor. I pretty much always go for equipment drop rate and item acquisition distance on this one, just because there's really nothing good that you can get on it, to be honest. And again, with the defense or HP main stat roll, whatever you guys want to do to split those defense and HP rolls up, but that's the recommendations for the components. And that wraps up our build. So lastly, I can explain kind of like the rotation of the build, what you'll be looking to accomplish with it, as well as go over some of the tech skill you can do to maximize the build. So first, guys, always press your second ability, Overclock, about 15 to 20 seconds before you want to start doing your damage with unique weapon, so you can regain all the MP back that it costed to press that Overclock button. And what we're trying to do is get as many shots as we can, right? So you'll want to cancel the extremely lengthy animation for Lepic's unique weapon. As cool as it is, honestly, it is extremely freaking cool, the animation. We are going to be animation canceling by casting the ability. And as soon as you do, just hit roll, and you are free to start shooting pretty much immediately compared to how long it takes with the animation. But for the next tip, it's extremely important. This has to do with the sharp precision shot mod on your gun, guys. You need to be holding down your trigger when you start shooting unique weapon. You cannot let go of your trigger to get that fire rate buff back up to the additional 20% net gain. This means, you know, once you start shooting, do not let go. Just try your best to hit every shot. No rolling, no stopping, nothing. Just shoot, shoot, shoot. And that will get you the best damage that you can have. Now let's talk about what you are going to be doing if you do not kill the boss in sub 20 seconds or instantly. The goal here is, if you're solo, just die. Honestly, just die. It's kind of cheesy, but just die. You can regain your ultimate back and go again immediately if you die. If you're in a group or group play, you pretty much just want to run away like a little baby and kill lads to collect MP, wait for your ult to get back up. Once your ult's off cooldown, you go again, and obviously you do a bunch of damage again. And then obviously you're going to want like a good gun to, you know, be able to stagger the boss if need be. I use the Eternal Willpower. AR or the Thunder Cage most of the time. You can use the Tamer if you want. Tamer's a really good option. Snipers, you know, whatever you guys want to do. But it's pretty much as simple as that as far as the rotation and tech skill and mechanics, guys. That has been the Lepic budget Goodwill Lepic bosser guide. I want to shout out my boy Sack. He is in the Twitch streams. He has been helping me out a lot with Lepic. We have been having a lot of theory crafting discussions around him, a lot of testing, guys. More to come on Lepic for sure, but this is what I wanted to get out for the easiest possible bossing build you can get early on, in my opinion. That's it, guys. If you like the video, remember to like it, subscribe. If you feel that I've earned it. If not, like I said, next time I will. Keep a lookout on the channel and comment feedback, guys. Seriously, it means the most by far. Any feedback I can have right now means the world for my content creation going forward. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys enjoy the first Descendant. Try this build out if you can get it going. It's insane. It's very fun, very satisfying. And I am out of here, boys. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace out. Goodbye.